Welcome everybody and welcome to this series of incredible podcasts every time I do a business trip. In this occasion I am doing the third one ever in my life, and let me tell you, the last two episodes were incredible. Well, actually not, they're always the same thing, me talking with you, but that's what we are here for. So, without further delay, let's jump into the third episode of this business trip podcast. It's actually really awkward. I don't know if I should be laying back or like literally in front of you, like it's like covered down, but whatever. Welcome guys to this brand new episode. As always, this is common sense, this space where I talk, and this is mainly what I do. And every time I do a business trip, I like to kinda report or kinda record and let myself have a history of where I go, what are my feelings, and how I'm feeling at the moment. Kinda like a diary, which is close similarity to this podcast. And today is no further exception. I started doing this, well, the podcast is a long time ago, but I started doing this business trip the first time I came to Madrid for business travel, and I remember being super excited in the hotel, thinking about that was my first time doing these kind of things, and now it's been the third one. It's actually not that many times me traveling, but in a matter of a year doing 3 trips, which are really short, like this is a couple of days, but still nonetheless something really exciting every time I do, and that literally fill me up of enjoyment and joy and motivate me to keep going. So one more time traveling, brand new hotel and brand new setup. I get more and more excited because now I'm traveling with the glasses for recording a podcast, with a tripod to get a better thing. Well, the tripod is $3 from AliExpress. And the good thing about it is I still don't have a script, don't have a diary. It's just me talking about feelings. And this time, this trip, it's one of the occasions that I can truly say I'm really happy, because this been a completely different story. The first time I came here, I was super nervous. It was my first time traveling. I was super focused on work. It drained my energy all away, and the only thing I could do is by myself, walk around the city, eat alone. I had no time for like enjoyment per se, like with friends or things. The second trip I did to Granada, the previous weekend I got to visit my friends and my family. Then I have to do the car trip, renting one to the different city, which was really exciting. That bring me more excitement. And this time when I came to Madrid, things changed because first of all, the high-speed train that I had to be in the quiet Bagun area, which actually let me work immediately and be super efficient and rest. Now I came to a hotel which are even better than the first time, and the second, and the third, I hope. But once I finished work, I got to meet with my friends. This is the important thing. Like I'm going all over the branches, but I'm happy because I got to do something different every time I travel. I have to work a lot. Don't get me wrong, and I put all my energy into it. But knowing that, for example, yesterday I was able to meet up with some friends, go down, get some beers, and literally chill out, and don't think about anything else that besides friends and like talking and like having fun. It's an incredible value that literally satisfies me as a human. This is not even like, this is just as a human, having those relationships, having those connections, putting the effort into get back in touch with friends from the past, from where I was studying in the university. That's really how can I say, happy? No, it's not happy. That's really beautiful. There's something really beautiful to see for myself as a human, because I've always been kind of distant, not in a bad way, but just in the aspect that I tend to be really, I tend to forget about talking to people and like remembering that I exist. So people may get the wrong idea that I don't care anymore and like super distant or super cold, but that's not the reality. It's just like I'm literally dumbass who forget about talking to people. But putting the effort into getting in touch and saying, hey, I'm here, I would love to see you, that fill my my soul as a human, as a person. Like I go back to, I'm traveling back after work to Barcelona. That's something that fills me up with enjoyment, with happiness of having done a well done job, and also allows me to break up the routine of work. Because if I had done something for the past 8 9 months, is literally devote my soul into working into this project where I'm going, and it's not my company. I'm literally an employee, the most basic one. Like I'm not getting anything beside personal development, but that's how I am. I put everything, and I'm super constant about it. I'm not brilliant mind. I'm not the next Steve Jobs, the next Steve Hawking. I'm not gonna make any revolutionary idea that is gonna change the world, but I make sure that if this idea is any good, that it will keep going for a while, and that I put the effort into it. And every time I work into something of this kind of relation, I just work with joy. I'm like literally, please tell me, because I have fun. And these kind of trips, these kind of travels, where I get to do something slightly different every time, to meet with people, to put the work that, to show the work that we've been doing, and put the effort, a lot of effort. It's something that it's small enough to change me in a way that I come back stronger, more revitalized, and even with more energy, more courage to get another month or two of hard work, non-stop and constant grind. So this is like actually the overall idea that I have in my mind, that I just split out with any structure or construction. But what are the main points? Let's try to bring a summary or key points about it. What are the advantages? Well, or the things that we're gonna try to say. If you are like me, super devoted to work, find a way to get back in contact, to socialize, and to break out that strain that you have on the day-to-day routine habits that you have. Break up, try to be a bit more spontaneous like I was, and please remember your friends, they are there and they love you. Actually, I could see that. Second, if you are not that passionate or hardworking about something because you don't feel like, try to maintain that the way it is. Don't put any more energy into that, but find something in life where no matter what you did, no matter how tired you are, you can put 100% of your effort into. Like myself is talking and is doing this kind of analytical business intelligence kind of market kind of world that I live in. But please find something that you can put the 100% energy onto that, because at the same time that will allow you to have a clear focus. You know where the main energy is gonna go for, even though it's super late in the night, and you have to do like 10 hours of work to literally pay bills. Find that. I know it sounds silly, and every time people say that on the internet, it's ridiculous. But if you have a clear goal, like if you're center or something, it may go well or wrong. Like most likely you will fail, but no, like it's not the end result that I try to pursue. I don't do this job because I try to gain a lot of money, because I know it will be impossible. I do this job because I know how much I can change the aspect, and how much change room, and how much like how the engines I can move and literally adjust and like perfect and like make people feel more aligned and work closely. But that's my job. But for you, literally, it could be baking, it could be sewing. I don't care. Do something that you can put the 100% effort on, and that you can actually try to achieve something, and put your life into it. It may not be a job, it may be a hobby, but doesn't matter. You may have the most boring job ever, literally sitting down for 8 hours and getting paid. But if what you're doing afterwards is literally the enjoyment of your life, it will be all the effort is covered. Because that enjoyment comes from your real passion, your real 100% focus. That's the thing I was gonna say. I have that focus right now. If you're like me, please try to get that. If you are not like me, try to get that focus on. If you're like me, that you already have it. I've always been quite lucky in a way of knowing where I was going and what I wanted to do every single time I had to take a decision. I guess it's luck, or well, I just thought it very well, or I had the luck of not making a mistake. But if you're that lucky like me, keep on that. But find ways to literally disperse yourself from reality, from that hardworking reality, from try to break up, do meetings, do things, because you may get overburdened. If you burn out yourself, it's game over, and recovering takes a lot of effort. So I'm lucky that right now I'm having these trips to break out from reality. Then vacations come in so I can go back visit my family, party all day, and don't have to think about the consequences because I'm like quite responsible that I don't need to think about work, and then get back 100% energy with like if nothing has happened. And beside that, um, yeah, it's mainly that. It's the effort, it's the courageousness. It's like every time I do a travel, I know I'm on the right way because I have that focus, and I feel lucky about it. And I see friends, and I hope for them the same thing. Like now, more and more as we get older, and I see friends, it's like this is where we're going. Like first years of university, you could clearly see that, and people change a lot. So, and it's because they have focus. I mean, and the focus here we can get it into a bit more details of the focus. It's all this idea that I think is my what I try to predicate I try to share with the world. It's the common sense. Once people start putting some common sense in their life, things start clicking. Because at the end, that common sense that I say is a personification. It's my branding onto why you do the things you do. Simon Sinek has this incredible book, and he sells a lot of copies, and he lives of telling people why they have to, like telling them the why. The why is those motives, those I don't know how to say it in English, those topics, those things, those list of actions that keep you going, that are the true identity, the true reality. Okay, and myself is something similar. Is first of all you need to understand why you do that, but you need to put like for me, the process to get there, to understand why you're doing things, implies like one day you're sitting with yourself and put your common sense in your life by implying of what I want to do, what is the more logical reality, because it's not either black or white, it's somewhere in the middle. And once you realize that the path you want to go is something in the middle of black and white, X and Y, then you're on the right path. Of course, you're not going to be immediately able to identify which point in the whole scale, middle point, is your point. Like, you don't know if it's more close to X or more close to Y. You know, it's somewhere between the middle. So, you need to go and try. But once you have that path, once you have that go-to, it's easier to reach that, okay? Than if you are going for one extreme or the other without thinking about it and just flowing with it, okay? And that's a bit of the thing that I wanted to talk today. Work-wise, I keep doing the same thing. This is more CRM, business intelligence data, sales and Salesforce, working with them. It's more of my day-to-day. Literally, these meetings, these business trips are repetition one after the others, getting more and more people involved in this project that the company is going for. But besides that, my passion is on talking. And yesterday with the presentation, I think it was the third, fourth one, fifth one, I don't even remember. It was so natural that I didn't have to think about it. Now we have a new one, like it's like 9 o'clock, in an hour and 30 I should be at the office, and I'm already running late because my second passion is recording this podcast, so I'm literally gonna skip a bit of work to finish up talking to you, pack up and then leave. But mainly it's that, it's guys, those who are listening to me, if you're listening to me somewhere in the day, if not David yourself in the future, your why is what keep you going. This is just the game of putting common sense every moment you are doubting about it. And my second rule is patience and constant grind. Like I'm the kind of guy who will keep on doing that if it's necessary for the end goal, no matter how long it is. Once I achieve that, I immediately change. So I'm very constant. I keep up myself there. The moment I reach the goal that I decided it was okay, then I make the change. Okay, and I don't even hesitate about changing. That's I think a good thing about it. When it comes, and I'm really clear-minded about that. Still, I haven't come to the point of changing because I'm happy. Even though I want to change cities where I live, I don't like where I'm living right now. Barcelona is not my cup of tea for living. I don't know. There's something with the city and I that haven't clicked. Like we are not made one for each other. I would like to try other place, but that's uncertainty. That's uncertainty. I don't know. I know I don't like where I live, but in the future, who knows what will happen. Besides that, there is not much more. I like making this short content, short 20-minute podcast, talking a bit about me, talking about the future and the trips. And the good thing about it is that next week I have another one, fourth trip ever. So we will see us again really closely in a hotel room making a podcast just like we've done today. So don't worry about that. This is kind of bragging about how happy I am of having done this trip, of having done something different, that is as silly as going and drink some beer with friends, and that work is going great, and I need to keep putting the work and the effort on. I'm doing French, I'm learning Power BI and taxes, and a bit of programming there, and I need to keep getting better at my day-to-day at the role I have, and it's a matter of put the effort on, get your balls to the ground, work hard, don't hesitate, patient. But patience, once you're really happy, like I am today, is double the reward, okay? And that's it. That's a bit my idea. I'm not gonna go over more. I know I have a podcast not released from Monday, which I have no time to edit, which is about Shingeki. It was literally spontaneous. This is back more into the track of the things I do and why I do. Next week, I think we'll come back with those format of 5 questions talking about, which I did a podcast about them a few weeks ago. I like it. So I prepared 5 questions to talk about it. Kind of if it was an interview, I enjoy that part. And this is me talking, okay, like the usual stuff that nobody was. But still, thank you very much for being there. Thank you, David, which is myself, okay? This is breaking the fourth wall, for starting this project almost a year ago, of recording content and putting out there. This is my bibliography. I don't know what it is. This is enough to forge who I am. And don't shut up because I love talking. So this is it. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.